Have you ever noticed how some people smile at you and congratulate you for your success, but something about their reaction feels slightly off? They say they are proud of you, yet the energy in the room changes the moment your progress becomes visible. Sometimes the people who clap the loudest are secretly the ones hoping you fail tomorrow. Because jealousy rarely shows itself openly, it hides behind smiles, compliments, and polite conversations. Your happiness becomes uncomfortable for them, and your growth becomes a reminder of everything they believe they lack. And when that happens, jealousy slowly transforms into a quiet, psychological game. Jealous people rarely attack you directly, because that would expose their insecurity too quickly. Instead, they use subtle tactics, quiet manipulation, and psychological mind games that slowly weaken your confidence. They criticize in ways that sound harmless, they plant doubt that seems innocent, and they slowly make you question your own achievements. Not because you did anything wrong, but because your success reflects a truth they are afraid to face.
Jealousy is one of the most dangerous emotions in human psychology when it mixes with insecurity and comparison. Because when jealousy grows unchecked, it doesn't just create resentment, it creates silent sabotage. Many jealous people secretly turn relationships into competitions even when you believe you are simply sharing life with them. Inside their mind, there is an invisible scoreboard constantly measuring who is more successful and who receives more attention. The moment you begin to move ahead on that scoreboard, their attitude quietly begins to shift. Your achievements suddenly become luck, and your hard work becomes something they describe as overrated. Psychologists explain this through something called social comparison, where people measure their worth against others around them. But jealous individuals take this comparison much further and allow it to control how they treat you. Instead of feeling inspired by your growth, they feel threatened by it because it highlights their own insecurities. So rather than improving themselves, they begin looking for ways to emotionally pull you downward.
If they cannot rise to your level of progress, they will attempt to lower your confidence until you appear smaller in their eyes. And this psychological behavior often begins with something that sounds surprisingly polite. Jealous people are masters of the backhanded compliment, a statement that sounds supportive but hides criticism inside it. They might say something like, "Wow, you actually did a great job on this," where the word "actually" reveals their true disbelief. Or they might say, "I didn't expect you to succeed so quickly," which sounds like praise but quietly questions your ability. Even phrases like, "You're lucky things worked out for you," are designed to reduce the value of your effort. Notice the pattern hidden inside these comments. They acknowledge your success, but immediately shrink it. In their mind, your achievement must be explained away so they don't have to confront their own insecurity.
It must be luck, coincidence, timing, or some external factor that has nothing to do with your discipline or effort. Because accepting that you earned your success would force them to question why they haven't done the same. Over time, these small comments can slowly create doubt if you are not aware of the psychology behind them. And doubt is exactly what jealous people hope to plant inside your mind. Another strategy jealous individuals often use is something much quieter but incredibly powerful. They begin playing with your reputation instead of confronting you directly. Reputation is one of the most valuable forms of social power, and jealous people understand this instinctively. If they cannot defeat you through achievement, they attempt to weaken how others perceive you. This often happens through subtle comments or vague rumors whispered behind your back. They might say something like, "I'm happy for them, but I heard something strange." Or they might casually ask, "They're doing well, but I wonder how they really managed to do it." These statements sound harmless, yet they plant seeds of suspicion in the minds of others. Once doubt begins to grow, people start observing you differently, even if the rumor is completely false.
Jealous people rely on this psychological effect because reputation damage spreads quietly but effectively. While all of this happens, they often continue smiling and acting supportive when you're around them. This dual behavior is what makes jealous manipulation so difficult to detect. Another common experience around jealous individuals is emotional exhaustion after simple conversations. You may walk away from a discussion feeling strangely drained or less motivated than before. You share an exciting idea or a new opportunity, and their response immediately shifts the emotional tone. Instead of curiosity or encouragement, they respond with caution, doubt, or subtle negativity. You say you are working on something big, and they respond by reminding you how risky it sounds. You say you believe it might succeed, and they quickly warn you not to get your hopes too high. Notice what is happening psychologically in that moment. They are slowly reframing your ambition as something unrealistic or dangerous. When dreams start to feel foolish, people often stop chasing them altogether. And when that happens, jealous individuals feel safer because your potential no longer threatens them. This behavior is sometimes described as confidence suppression, where someone intentionally or unconsciously weakens another person's belief in themselves. Instead of building their own strength, they attempt to shrink yours. One of the most confusing parts of jealousy is that jealous people can sometimes appear incredibly supportive. They congratulate you, they clap for your success, and they may even offer help along the way. But beneath that supportive behavior, there is often a hidden emotional conflict happening inside them. Part of them hopes you succeed, but another part quietly expects you to fail, because your failure would restore emotional balance in their mind. It would confirm the belief that success is temporary and no one stays ahead forever. Sometimes this reaction is so subtle that even they are not fully aware of it themselves. Yet, when you make a mistake, their response often feels strangely calm or almost relieved. It is as if your setback makes them more comfortable again, because your fall protects their ego from feeling inferior. Jealous individuals also love creating comparison traps that keep you mentally distracted. They frequently compare you with someone else who appears to be doing better. They might say your work is impressive, but mention another person who achieved something bigger. Or they might point out someone younger who is already ahead in a similar field. These comparisons slowly shift your focus away from your own progress. Instead of appreciating your growth, you begin questioning whether it is enough. This psychological trap forces you into a race you never chose to run. And when you begin chasing validation, your confidence becomes easier to control. But the most dangerous behavior of jealous people is often the quietest one of all. Some jealous individuals never criticize you and never spread rumors. Instead, they sabotage progress in extremely subtle ways that are difficult to detect. They delay information that could help you, or they give advice that quietly leads you in the wrong direction. They might create small obstacles that slow your momentum just enough to keep you behind. Nothing dramatic, nothing obvious, just enough interference to limit your progress. And when something eventually goes wrong, they appear sympathetic and concerned. They shake their head and say, "That's unfortunate," as if they had nothing to do with it. This type of behavior is known as covert sabotage, and it is one of the most dangerous forms of jealousy. From the outside, they look friendly and helpful while quietly weakening your opportunities. Jealousy mixed with resentment creates a mindset that believes success should be limited. If they cannot have what you have, a part of them feels that you should not have it either. Understanding this psychology changes the way you interpret people's behavior around you. Instead of feeling confused or guilty, you begin recognizing the patterns behind their reactions. You realize that their jealousy is not proof that you are doing something wrong. In many cases, it is evidence that you are doing something noticeable and powerful. When people react emotionally to your growth, it often means your progress challenges their comfort zone. And the truth is, not everyone is ready to celebrate someone else rising higher. So protect your energy and guard your confidence carefully. Not everyone who smiles at your success is genuinely happy about it. Once you understand the psychology of jealousy, the mind games lose their power over you, because awareness is the first step toward emotional independence. And when you stop seeking validation from jealous people, their influence fades quickly. Your focus returns to the only path that truly matters, your own. If you want to understand more hidden psychological patterns like these and learn how human behavior really works, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because knowledge is the strongest defense against manipulation. The more you understand psychology, the harder it becomes for anyone to control your emotions or distort your reality. And once you start seeing these patterns clearly, the world begins to look very different.